When I last did a mailbag edition of Traina Thoughts, a reader asked who I'd like to see calling games for NBC and Peacock when they start airing Major League Baseball next season. I mentioned Don Orsillo, the former Red Sox announcer now calling Padres games, and Dan Shulman, who calls Blue Jays games and has been a staple at ESPN. But I need to add another name, Aaron Goldsmith, the Mariners play-by-play announcer, who's been absolutely electric over Seattle's final stretch heading into the playoffs. I won't pretend, as a Yankees fan from New York, that I've sat through a full Mariners broadcast, but baseball is desperate for new voices who can make postseason moments unforgettable. Goldsmith fits that perfectly. Almost every morning, I see a Mariners highlight online and his voice makes the moment pop. There's his call of Victor Robles' diving catch to save a win, a strikingly over-the-top strikeout call in the same game, and an incredible walk-off homer call in the 13th inning on September 11th. Then there was the moment he went full Sean McDonough, voice cracking, when Luke Raley robbed Detroit's Isaac Paredes of a homer. Goldsmith became the Mariners' full-time TV voice this season after Dave Sims moved on to radio for the Yankees. Maybe he won't take national games immediately, but I hope NBC gives him the chance. His energy would transform postseason baseball. Over the weekend, CBS did a masterful job with the 50th anniversary special of the NFL Today. Hearing the iconic Brent Musburger made it feel like every Sunday should start this way. Meanwhile, Dave Sims settling into Yankees radio reminds us how special local voices are. I had hoped Ricky Ricardo would get the job, but for now, enjoy his call of the Eagles' blocked field goal against the Rams, a moment that crushed many gamblers, and Merrill Reese's local reaction. I've also seen criticism of Cris Collinsworth praising Patrick Mahomes for recovering a backwards pass. Some say he should have called it a mistake, but giving Mahomes credit for improvising is exactly what made it a great play. Hatred of Mahomes aside, that's football IQ in action. Over the weekend, John Gruden had a field day mocking Bill Belichick on Wake Up Barstool, and Saturday brought another dose of Mr. No Distractions before North Carolina faced UCF. This week's SI Media with Jimmy Traina features interviews with Mina Kimes of ESPN, who talks about her start at the network, becoming an NFL analyst, the stigma around analysts who didn't play, auditioning for the ManningCast, social media frustrations, working with Dan Orlovsky, and whether she'd ever like to call games from the booth herself. Goldsmith, Kimes, and the voices of football and baseball are proving there's always room for energy, insight, and perspective in sports broadcasting.